Hey good people, this video is specifically for people who are either struggling with their relationship with God, or they can appreciate people who keep it real when it comes down to having a relationship with God. All right. So when I first started this journey at the end of 2021 with laying my life on the line for Christ, for God, and no longer being lukewarm, but just going full-fledged on fire for God, right? Back in 2020, at the end of 2021, I told him, I said, God, if I'm gonna be in this relationship with you, I want it to be real. I want a real relationship with you. So I'm not one of those people that I do feel like I have a sense of positivity and grace and tact in my videos. So, I never want to come off, too negative or anything, or condemning anybody or anything like that. However, my personality is, hey, I like to keep it real. And so that's what we finna get to in this video. All right. So, and I'm saying this in love. This is not bashing God. This is not trying to stray you away from God or anything like that. It's just from me to you, you just being honest and transparent. Okay. So the truth about following God. So there are some things that you will lose when you lay your life on the line, whether there's people, places, or things. Okay. You will leave some people who are good to you. Okay, just like a relationship, some people leave toxic relationships and God may be calling you away from it. But there are also some, let's talk about the relationships that are not toxic on surface, but they're just not aligned with God's will. Friendships, that person do anything to you, but they're just not aligned with God's will in this season of your life. Okay, He will call you to leave some people who are good to you, and it won't feel good. Okay, and I have notes here because I want to make sure I don't ramble, because I will do it. You will also leave some habits that you're good at. And I'm going to be transparent, y'all. I'm going to be transparent with y'all and tell y'all. At one point, I guess I did struggle with the spirit of Jezebel because I was good at dating men. I was highly skilled at it, honey. I had a man to come fix my car. I had a man that I could talk on the phone with and have intellectual conversations with. I had a man that I had sex with. I had a man that, maybe I could talk about societal issues or whatever. I had a man for everything, and I was good at it. I was good at balancing it, but that's not something that God wanted me to do, so He called me away from it, and I do miss it. I'm not even gonna hold you on it, but I love God so much that if He doesn't approve of it, then I'm like, okay, I'll give it up for you, because obviously you got something better for me on the other side, right? You will leave some jobs, whether they're toxic jobs or jobs that are good to you. Them people ain't did nothing to you. But God is saying, I'm calling you away from that in this season. It's time for you to leave that job. And sometimes you won't get a chance to put in a 2-week notice. I've been hearing it from some other people, and He also did the same thing to me, where I put in a 2-week notice because I'm a full-time entrepreneur in this season of my life. He called me to quit my job. I put in a 2-week notice, and He said, no, you didn't listen to me. I told you to quit. You need to quit. Be obedient. So that's what I did. I quit within a week. He will also call you to go back to some jobs, okay, whether they're toxic or not. I know a lot of people may not want to hear that. They may not want to believe that, but God will call you to dark places because you're supposed to be the light. You will be rejected by people who you are trying to help. I said will. I didn't say may. You will be rejected by people who you are trying to help. You will be rejected by people you are trying to love through God. Okay, now I want to say this. All of these things that I'm listing, just know that you may not experience all of them, but some of them, because everybody's relationship with God is different. Okay, disclaimer. I should have said that at the beginning. Some people will betray your trust and do things behind your back, and it's up to God's timing when or even if you can confront those people. Okay, some people will betray your trust. He will reveal to you what those people did in the spirit. Okay, and He would say, okay, it's time for you to confront that person, or no, don't confront them yet, even though you feel justified in confronting them. Okay, another truth about following God, you may not have a dime to your name. You may not have any money. And you literally gotta depend on God for every little thing, whether that's a soda can. I'm being funny, but for my people who know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, you may not have a dime to buy food, clothes, shelter, but He will provide for you. And keep your mind open on His provision, because it may not look like, it probably won't look like what you expected it to look like. He may not provide for you in the ways that you want Him to provide. A lot of the times when we think about God's provision, we think about, oh man, God got access to everything, so I know He's gonna come through for me. He's gonna give me this. He's gonna give me. Remember the children of Israel? back in the wilderness, when he gave them manna, when he gave them water from a rock through Moses. Remember that? It's the small provision that he does that character building thing with. Okay, so just keep your minds open. Another true thing about following God is you will want to go back to living your old life because it seems easier. You know, me having a job, me having a car, me having my own apartment. I don't have none of those things now. None of them. This ain't even my car. You know what I'm saying? So, and sometimes I'm not gonna lie to you, I do want to go back because I'm like, God, I was running my life just fine. It may not have been perfect, but it was okay for me, you know. But don't look back like Lot's wife. Okay, try to keep moving forward. Don't look back. Okay, because a lot of the times he's calling you away from Egypt, which is a place of bondage and sin, just like Lot's wife. You will not be comfortable because you are no longer lukewarm. For my lukewarm people, honey, you just go to church on Sunday, you just pay your tithes, but during the week you don't spend no time with him. You're not sacrificing anything for him. You're probably comfortable in your relationship with God. When you fully surrender and you give your life over to him, 9 times, I'm gonna say 8 times out of 10, you're not gonna be comfortable in some sort, form, or fashion. Okay, you will be told to do some stuff that does not make sense. I'm gonna say that one again. You will. I ain't say may. You will be told to do some stuff that does not make sense. I'm going to give you an example. God be telling me to go get my nails done, and I don't have a car, a job, or a house. I'm living with somebody, even though I'm living with my parent right now, but he's going to call me away from living with my mom and into somebody else's house, as he has done before. And during those times, I got my nails done. Does that make sense? No, because you would say, the normal person would say, sis, get your priorities straight. You ain't got nowhere to go. Why are you getting your nails done? You know, but that's God. He has a purpose for everything. I know the purpose, but I'm just not gonna, I don't feel comfortable at this point to reveal why he wants me to get my nails done. Maybe I will if he leads me to, okay? You will be told, okay, I already said that. I was better off running my own life. Yeah, you will say that. You will say, God, I feel like I was better off running my own life, even though it wasn't perfect, even though, you know, I was crying then, but I feel like I'm crying even harder now. When I was crying maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday back then, but now I'm crying 7 days a week, you know. And y'all, I have to have fun with this because this walk is not easy. And so, like I said, I'm coming through this video with respect to God, so don't get that twisted. However, sometimes you have to laugh at your own pain, and I know it's some people out there who are going through these things and they need somebody to relate to so they don't feel so alone in the process, right? And so that's why I'm making a video to you, because we are the church, we are a community. I am your fellow sister in Christ, right? All right, y'all, hold on, I'm coming right back. This video getting too long.